Okay, to check your configuration, we have SE10 display, and whatever we have done, it will be displayed over here. Okay, this is what we have done so far. Okay, and we can also go directly by clicking on these links. It takes us to the same configuration node. For example, we are going to check copy delete distribution channel. So it will take us directly to the configuration node. Okay, the server is again a little lethargic here. Okay, this is where it takes us to the directly to the configuration node. So it actually provides us the control. So coming back to our main topic, we were going through a roadblock at the vendor master level. And for that, we'll have to go through materials management, purchasing, master data, vendor, MK01. Now this is obsolete because now the transaction code is BP, that is business partner. Okay. So we will actually check the we will check what vendors do we have in our system. Okay. So instead of going for master data, we will go for the reports that is available to us through either material management or accounting. We'll go for accounting. It's a bit easier for us to locate it. Accounts payable, reporting, information systems, reports for accounts payable, master data, vendor list. Okay. Company code is SDQT. Execute. No list is generated, not yet made in that company code because the integration was not available to us. Execute, it will give us a list of all the vendors that are available to us in all the company code. So it will be a long list. There is no need for that. What we'll do, we'll go for DP. Okay. BP and open BP. I believe this was the one. Enter. Now, Drew Brothers, this is generalized. It is available to all company codes if they want to do business with this vendor. Okay. And since we wanted to now maintain a financial and MM vendor, but it did not allow us to do that. Okay. Relationship will change to purchasing. We go to purchasing. In purchasing, we can enter SDQT, but it says is not available. Purchasing organization for business partner is not available. Switch between display and change. SDQT. Enter. It is available to us through MM, but not FI for some reason. We'll try to save it and let's see, and then we'll renew a new vendor. Now, where did the mistake happen? We'll just check that after we save this. Okay. Now we have entered the payment terms. GR based invoice, we don't want this. Service based invoice, no. purchasing group S00, schema group suppliers. Now, schema is basically used at various places. Okay, schema will go for schema vendor 01, automatic PO. Okay, now we are trying to maintain it in our purchasing org. Save. So how did we locate that error? We'll just go through over that. We're redoing it again. This switch between display and change. Vendor standard. Purchasing. SD duty. Enter. EMA. See. Let's see if it allows us to save it. Supplier data was not saved due to error. Mapping. Mapping at the cross application component level and at the modular level, that is FI and MM. Okay. What we'll do, we'll just run a check on this vendor. How? Same path, accounting, financial accounting, payable, information systems, master data, vendor list, vendor account, execute. So we have this vendor over here, okay, and KFC1 external vendor. It has been made by someone, okay, and account group manufacturing, made in 2022. Company code is not yet assigned again, so it is in limbo. But this numbering range is already taken. That's the reason why it's already made somewhere. It's made in cross-application component. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll go for SPRO and we'll change the numbering range. Cross-application. Business partner. Business partner. Basic settings. Numbering range and groupings. Define number ranges. Before we actually go for defining it, Let's define the groupings and see where we have assigned this vendor. Okay, position, SDQT, and we have M1. So now we'll not need M1, and we'll go for page down, and over here, this is the discrepancy. The system is giving us 4010. Over here, the numbering status is 4019. So there is a discrepancy. So we'll have to go for some other numbering range. Okay. We have EX 11.1 and 11.1000. Okay. And this is 0. We have EX IC MD 199. This is also a good one. EX IC and MD. Let's go and check the numbering range in FI. Payable, vendor, master data, preparations, uh, number ranges, intervals. Okay, EX. We don't have EX. We don't have MD. We don't have IC. Many discrepancies. Okay. Many discrepancies. We have none. EXICMD, none is available. Okay, let me open SPRO. First application. Business partner. Business partner. Basic settings. Ring ranges. Different number ranges. Intervals. And this is finance. Okay, and this is business partner. Okay. We have NV. We have N1, but not NV. ON 5,300, 399. ON 5,300, 5,300 and 5,399. 399, this is good. We can sign this and we can save our time. ON. Okay. So we will assign it to our vendors, vendor groups. ON. Save. Okay. Next, we'll do the same over here. Groupings. SDQT. ON. Save. Save. Okay. Now we can give it a try. PP. Organization. Generalized business partner grouping will be SDQT. Okay, SDQT vendor grouping CAC, which is coming from um, cross application components. Drew bottlers or Drew packaging limited. Drew packaging SDQT. Drew packaging SDQT. 595 Dami AE. Okay, language will be English. And other than that, save. So it will give us 5,300, the numbering range we assigned. Okay, switch between display and change. And we will go for finance vendor, which is finance vendor standard, new company code, SDQT, enter. Now it needs a reconciliation account. This, what we'll do, we will not save it, but we will go for SPRO, reference IMG, financial accounting, general ledger, master data, field accounts, preparations, assign company codes to chart of accounts. Let's see if we have a chart of account in place or not. We already have, and we will assign account group. Now, this is an important step, whether it's relevant. It is relevant even for consultants, but still, SDQT, we have these aligned. Let's see if we have a retained earnings account, SDQT. Okay, we have a retained earnings account, so we'll go to the front end. That is the next step. Next step is general ledger, master records, GL accounts, individual processing, FS00 centrally. This is the T code. Over here, what we'll do is we will create retained earnings and okay, 199 and 100, 100. Okay. What are the account groups that are available to us? Zero balance, secondary cost, liabilities, income, assets. Okay, so we'll create SDQT and first we'll create is not assigned to a field status variant. Okay. Okay. That is again Spiero. Financial accounting. Global settings, ledgers, fields, assign company code to field status variants, DQT, PAP9, save, save. Now we go back again. Now what is field status? We'll discuss this later, but let's first do this and 100, 100 as a DQT. Okay. GL account, GL account type, balance sheet account group, Zero balance HR expense equity. Okay. Retained earnings account. Retained earnings account. Control data. Sort key 001. Now, what are sort keys? We'll discuss that later. Okay. Create bank interest. G001. Post automatically only. We'll discuss about these later on, but right now we want. Okay. We have created one account for SDQT. Now it's available. How can we see it? Because it's still showing PAP9. I will click this button, which is change company code, and change it to SDQT, and we have one retained earnings account. Okay, now this is made, and we're going to make another one in liabilities in the same head. Okay, and that will be 100, 200 balance sheet account group, liabilities. In the recon account. And the reconciliation account. Now, for reconciliation account, we have a special treatment, and that is recon account for account type vendors. Okay. Tax type category is all. Posting without tax allowed. Sort key will be 014, which is purchase order. On the basis of purchase order, it will reconcile. Field status group will be G067. If I'm not wrong, reconciliation accounts. Reconciliation accounts cannot be post automatically, although reconciliation accounts get automatic entries. Vendor account is made. So I'll just copy this and I'll head over to this 1000, 100, 200. And what is the next? Previous account. Okay. Save. Okay. Changes have been saved. Now, if I switch between display and change, we have FI vendor standard and vendor. Okay. Generalized and FI vendor is already maintained, but not in MM. For MM, what we'll do, switch between display and change. MM vendor standard. And it will take us to purchasing. First, it will give us the generalized view, outlook, and then we'll have to switch to purchasing. In purchasing, we give SDQT, enter, payment terms, 03. Purchasing group, S0. Schema group, 01. Now, this is basically we have to give because it is highlighted with a star, which means this is a mandatory field. We cannot go ahead without filling up this field. So changes have been saved. So your vendor is now available at switch between display and change again, and display and change again, and standard. Okay, general data, which is generalized. Strange. It's already maintained in 3 areas: business partner, FI vendor standard, and MM vendor standard. But rest is also picking up. I don't know why. It shouldn't be available. So what I can do is copy this, open BP. Okay. BP. Open BP. still giving me that list. It shouldn't be giving me this list, but anyways, FI vendor is maintained, vendor is maintained, and financial services, which is sorry, generalized is also maintained. Now what we can do, switch between display and change, and we will, and it already says that's maintained. Now we'll go for SD. SD customer standard. For SD customer, it will change to sales and distribution. Sales and distribution, and it will require us SD QT, sales org, distribution channel. What distribution channel did we have? Okay, we had accessories, apparel. So this is packaging, right? So it can work with accessories and apparel, both S0, S1. Distribution channel and division, it's already picked up because we maintained the sales area already, which is a combination of sales org, distribution channel, and division. Okay, enter. Now, over here, we have a list of all the fields. Now, this is field status variant. Some fields are optional. We can bypass these, but some will be mandatory. That is field status variant. Okay. Pricing group, customer pricing procedure. We'll discuss pricing procedures ahead. Okay. Nothing much. Shipping, delivering plant. We'll keep it empty because it can be handled by any plant if you have multiple plants. Delivery, invoicing dates, scheduling, invoice procedure, subsidiary invoice procedure, purchasing, partner functions. Now, what is the partner that will be assigned this vendor, this customer? Okay, additional data, customer group, we can have multiple customer groups. Okay, like foreign vendor, local vendor, cash vendor, VIP vendor. Okay, customer. Sales order block, if you want to block this customer for all the sales areas, okay, block sales support and everything. You don't want that. Customer text, we'll just save it first. Grouping executive, okay, a customer account group has not been yet configured, so we'll just leave it for now. Yes, so your vendor and FI vendor have been made. Okay. Now we can place orders, PRs, quotations, info records, source list. But before that, we will have to go for material master. Before we go for material master, we will have to do some configuration at the very basic level, and that is an important part. Reference IMG, and for that, we need another set of configuration. Okay, so let me just walk you through that part, and that is an important part. Controlling. Now, controlling, what is the hierarchy? What is the importance of controlling area? We'll discuss that later. Maintain controlling area. Okay, over here, new entries. Controlling area is equal to company code, SDQT. Over here, we will need some settings to be done. Now, it has picked up SDQT as the controlling area. Control company code and controlling area relationship will be cross company code. That means multiple company codes can get assigned to a controlling area, and one controlling area can maintain and control multiple company codes. Since we have a company code currency already maintained, we'll go for 30, which is group currency. Okay, and it will be USD. Now, currency and valuation profile, this is very important for your material management. Chart of accounts got auto picked up. Fiscal year variant, this also got picked up by the system automatically. Financial statement version, which is INT international, which is a generalized statement, financial statement version. We can maintain it our own as well. Exchange rate type will be M, which is average. Source currency type will be, we don't need that, for example, right now. We'll keep it standard, save and save. This is an important step because you cannot do entries without having a controlling area. Come on, don't wait on me. Okay, good. If changes, what's keeping it? Okay, let's check whether it's maintained or not. Maintain controlling area. DQT. Yeah, it's already maintained. Yeah, it's already maintained. Oh, we don't have to worry about it, whether there is some inconsistency with the server settings. That doesn't really bother us because it's already saved, and we'll continue it from here.